Hello everyone, welcome back to regular toy reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at Comic Book Shockwave. Before we get started, I want to thank you for clicking on this video. And if you haven't done so yet, consider subscribing as I put out videos like these pretty often. But with that, let's get right into the video. So we're actually going to start off with this absolutely beautiful box art, with the front apparently being one of the most iconic comic book covers. And I can totally see why. I mean,
Oh my god, it is flawless. Check it.
the Transformers are all dead. Just amazing artwork all around. And even when you open it, you're greeted with the decapitated head of Optimus Prime, with a brief description of Shockwave. Shockwave is the military commander of the Decepticons. Ruled by logic, every move he makes is calculated to achieve the most successful result for his advantage. Regardless of his current rank, if it is more logical for him to override Megatron and seize command of the Decepticons, Shockwave will take that chance. As you can see, he's a repaint of the Siege Shockwave, but man, this guy looks so much cooler in my opinion, with these added shadow marks all over him to imitate comic book shading, with a very subtle dot shading all over him as well. Maybe a little too subtle in my opinion, since they're really hard to see. I think maybe a black paint app would have been the better choice. The pink hands look interesting, but that's what made this guy stand out for me when I first saw him. And honestly, I think that's a really good look. For his accessory, he actually comes with Optimus Prime's head, and man, this is such a savage move by Hasbro. I mean, this is your hero right here, and I mean, just look what they did to my boy. Apparently, he's on life support too, so man, that's just kind of gruesome. One thing that I didn't expect was that I actually had to put each and every one of these little arms here that look like it's making it look like it's holding up the head or whatnot. But yeah, these are all individually put on there, and they came on this little mold right here. It actually kind of reminded me of building Gunpla. If you don't know what Gunpla is, well, it's actually one of these guys right here. So each one of these parts is all like part of a mold, and you have to put them together like a model kit. For some comparison, here we have Studio Series Shockwave from the Bumblebee movie, and damn, he absolutely towers over him easily, even for both of them actually being Voyager classes. And Studio Series 86 Leader Class Starscream. And I honestly think these two make a really good combo considering they both have really bright color schemes. And of course, by popular demand, here we have a brand new soda can. Let me know in the comment section if you're Team Pepsi or Team Coca Cola. I'm honestly Team both. You know when you go out to eat and you ask for a Coke to drink, and the waiter says, "We have Pepsi." Kind of like that, kind of like disappointed or something like that, kind of sad or something. Well, I'm the kind of guy that says, "Hey, that's okay," and they usually give me like a look of relief, almost like as if I was gonna flip out or something. Like, do people do that or what? Like, I don't know. So for his articulation, he's got quite a bit. So we'll start off with the head, and it's on a reverse ball joint, I guess. So he can look kind of confused if you want, or up, not at all, down a little bit, tiny little bit, and he can turn from side to side. It's kind of hard to move him around because of the way the ball joint is, but one nitpick I do have is his double shoulder. So, you got one right here. Well, that's what I mean. You got one right there, but this joint is weaker than this one right here. So you try to go up, it's gonna go, I guess, try to transform, and it's kind of annoying. But you can also rotate it, only so much because he has his little hose right there or whatever. He's got bicep rotation, elbow bend a little past 90, and wrist rotation right here, I guess. Gun barrel rotation, if you would want to call that, I guess. Rotation here at the hip. Same articulation over here. Same same nitpick. It's kind of weird. He's got another nitpick, I guess. The figure isn't necessarily that big, but I know the Siege version had a some sort of add-on pieces, I guess. So I guess they had to make these like really strong, but this one doesn't have it. But it still has those really strong ratchet joints, and they're really loud and really. I guess it kind of impedes some of the articulation, but see, it's really loud, really hard to move. Um, so it feels kind of weird to handle. But you can kick it out that much, forward that much as well. It's a little about 90 degrees. Same for the other one. It can go out, do the splits. It's got thigh rotation and knee band also ratcheted. Still also really hard for how big the or how small this action figure actually is. But there you go, about 90 degrees forward, and you can have some chicken legs if you want, and a tiny little bit of ankle pivot. Well, here we have him in his Cybertronian ship mode. It's interesting to say the least. Nothing crazy going on. Nothing new. And nothing really that good, honestly. I mean, you can kind of see him in robot mode right there still. Um, I've heard of this being called a Cybertronian, or maybe not Cybertronian, but a space submarine, whatever that means. For some comparison, here we have Siege Optimus Prime, and I mean this thing is long. I mean, Jesus Christ. Um, Nothing crazy. I mean, he is not gonna spend any time on my shelf looking like this. So I mean, this is really concerning at all. Apparently, you can make him look like a gun. Just doing that. But yeah, no, this guy's gonna be in robot mode on my shelf till I decide to mess with him, I guess. But yeah, this looks yeah, I don't even know what to say. And of course, just to give you a better sense of scale, you're bringing out the soda can once again. And I mean, look, he's already getting out of frame up there. He's really long. And if you've been here before, I know what you're thinking. I bet we're gonna keep seeing this soda for the next 2 months, just like the last one. And this time you'll be wrong. I'm gonna be drinking this while I edit this video. So yeah, I bet you're bamboozled right now. For some final thoughts, I think this guy's definitely worth picking up, even if you have the Siege version, but not vice versa, as I think the really unique paint job that it has is awesome, and it makes it stand out compared to the OG. I paid $40 for this on the Big Bad Toy Store, and I honestly think it's not a bad price since you'll be paying about $70 to $100 for the Siege Shockwave. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If y'all enjoyed the content, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like or subscribe if you want to see more videos like these. And also leave a comment if you plan on getting this guy or just anything else. But with that, I'll see you guys on the next one.